Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who've been following along, this is my 93 Mustang garage find project. Now, we've done a lot of little mechanical work on the car. The entire cooling system's been replaced, harmonic balancer, fuel pump, the connecting hose between the fuel pump and the fuel hat, all of that. And now we got actually a pretty nice little driver. The car runs good, it drives good, it makes the right amount of power. We even did a few little upgrades to the car and tested some of these things to see if they actually help. And we got some nice little power improvements with those upgrades. But now it's time to turn our attention to restoration work. I called it a garage find, but really it's a driveway find. So this car spent a lot of its time outdoors, and that means that the sun has faded and damaged all of these plastic and metal trim pieces. They all look rough. I've gone over the paint with clay bar, and the paint itself isn't really that bad. It actually doesn't look bad at all, but all of these trim pieces that look nasty, they make the car look shabby. A couple weeks ago I did a little restoration work on the sunroof and it turned out great. And if you just look at the car from the top here, on a day where it's clean at least, the car looks really good. So it's time to start getting rid of all of this nasty door trim, cowl panel, try and rejuvenate these windshield trim pieces and so on. Most of these parts, especially the plastic parts, are readily available in reproduction. And those parts are really inexpensive. When we're talking about all the plastic parts here for the car, around the doors, cowl panel, lower windshield trim, and so on, even the sunroof seals and so on, only add up to a few $100s. So for a few $100s worth of work, we can make this car look a ton better. Some of these parts, like the windshield trim, this scabby looking mirror and so on, are going to need to be painted. So I'm going to paint those with SEM trim black. The car's dusty right now, but even so, this cowl panel is really nasty. It's faded and it's got cracks in it. I think there's more than one crack like this. And it just makes the car look garbagey. Same thing with all of this trim around the windshield here. It looks faded. Like I said, this mirror, for some inexplicable reason, has some kind of a brush paint job on it. And you can see this trim is all cracked. It looks terrible. Your quarter windows here are the usual, and somebody's, I don't know, brush painted that or something. It looks nasty. This door trim here also looks terrible. You can see it's bubbled in there and it's cracked. It really looks like junk. I think that this quarter window is, for all intents and purposes, gone. I'm not going to try and restore this one. We're going to start with one that's a lot better. And I mean, the Mustang script here is the main reason why you try and do a restoration on quarter window trim rather than just buy new windows, because the new replacement windows don't have the Mustang script in them. And you can see on this side, this all looks terrible. There's cracks in it, little pieces out of it. It's faded. It looks really nasty. The door handles look faded. And you can see already a bit of a contrast because I've already done a lock set on the car. So here you got a nice new looking lock and then a faded looking door handle. The thing you'll probably notice is it's got a black tape line along here. This car originally would have had a red tape line. And there's a bunch of stuff in here like this where the tape is put on wrong and peeling back, and it looks really scabby back along here in particular. So we're going to get that torn off of there and get the right color tape on as well. The headlights don't look too bad, but I have a brand new headlight kit, so I think I'm going to put that on this car. They are faded a little bit, and then the worst thing is this corner marker has been damaged. So I could replace just the corner marker. I'm pretty sure I got one spare corner marker kicking around here, but I think I'm going to put the whole set of lights on, make the car look really good. So follow along while I go ahead and replace all these parts, do this restoration work on the car, and we'll see how it turns out in the end. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell so that you won't miss out on future videos.